Tracer is first. Moose from Italy in Cimini is P2. Tracer is P1. Stephen Handley from United Kingdom is second. Thomas from Scotland in Cimini is fourth. Stephen Handley is P1. Moose in Curvone is third. Best lap is a 2:14.079. Stephen Handley in Torrentino is first on softs. Best lap is a 1:13.151. Tracer in Torrentino is P2. Best lap is a 1:18.534. "25 minutes remaining in the session." Thomas in Roma is P6. Techi Biscuit 90 from Norway in Cimini is sixth on softs. Best lap is a 1:40.877. Stephen Handley is 4th. Techi Biscuit in Curvone is P2. Best lap is a 1:12.084. Tracer is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:12.942. Moose is P6 on softs. Tracer is P4. Best lap is a 1:12.530. Techi Biscuit in SE is P3. Rob Keane from Wales in Seamini is P1 on softs. Best lap is a 1:11.726. Tracer in Seamini is 5th. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Rob Keane in Curvone is 1st on softs. Best lap is a 1:11.665. Moose is 7th. Best lap is a 1:13.142. Tracer is 6th. Thomas is 7th on softs. Best lap is a 1:12.618. Rob Keane in Semaforo is P1. Tracer is 4th. Best lap is a 1:12.009. Grazie Ragazzi from Norway in Semini is 6th on softs. Best lap is a 1:12.083. Thomas in Semini is P7 on softs. Best lap is a 1:12.171. B. Armagu from Sweden is P3 on softs. Best lap is a 1:11.671. Grazie Ragazzi is 6th. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Stephen Handley is 5th. Best lap is a 1:11.944. Techi Biscuit 90 from Norway in Semini is P3 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:11.292. Thomas from Scotland is 5th. Best lap is a 1:11.807. Techi Biscuit 90 in Curvone is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:11.105. Grazie ragazzi in Semaforo is 1st. Best lap is a 1:11.011. V. Armagu in Torrentino is P5 on mediums. Grazie ragazzi in Trinsa is 1st. Moose in Simini is P9. Best lap is a 1:12.778. Grazie ragazzi in Simini is 1st. Angfors from Sweden is 9th on mediums. Best lap is a 1:11.982. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Tracer is 4th on mediums. Best lap is a 1:11.280. Moose in Roma is P8. Thomas is P6. Grazie ragazzi in Roma is second. Tracer in Roma is P4 on mediums. Stephen Handley in SE is fifth. Thomas is P7. Best lap is a 1:11.528. Moose is 9th. Best lap is a 1:11.684. Tracer in Curvone is 5th. Stephen Handley is P4 on softs. Best lap is a 1:11.096. Five minutes remaining in the session. Trademark Tippy Boss is P10 on softs. Best lap is a 1:11.752. Thomas is P7. Moose in Simini is P9. Tracer in Simini is P5. Grazie ragazzi is third. Thomas in Simini is P7. Stephen Handley in Trinsa is P4. Moose is P10. B. Armagu is P6. Best lap is a 1:11.362. Moose in Curvone is P10. Grazie ragazzi is P1. Best lap is a 1:10.727. Rob Keane in Semaforo is P2. Best lap is a 1:10.753. Ang Force in Simini is 9th on softs. Best lap is a 1:11.602. Ang Force is 9th. The qualification session is at Autodromo Piero Tariffi in Rome, Italy. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the west-southwest. Rob Keane from Wales is P2. Thomas from Scotland in Kirvone is P9. Tracer in Torrentino is 7th. Rob Keane is 1st. Rob Keane is up 13.57 in Trinsa. Rob Keane is up 13.42 in Essie. Techi Biscuit 90 is provisional pole with a 110.831. Rob Keane improved is P2 with a 111.505. 0.674 off pole. Grazie Ragazzi from Norway in Kirvone is 5th. Trademark Tippy Boss in Simini is 6th up 0.14. Rob Keane from Wales is P5 up 0.32. Rob Keane is provisional pole with a 110.640. Thomas from Scotland in Essie is P5 up 0.21. Thomas improved is 4th with a 111.306. 0.666 off pole. V. Armegu from Sweden in Essie is P9 up 0.55. V. Armegu improved is 4th with a 111.241. 0.601 off pole. Grazie Ragazzi in Essie is 7th up 0.14. Five minutes remaining in the session. Grazie Ragazzi improved is fourth with a 1:11.059. 0.419 off pole. Ang Force from Sweden in SE is P7 up 0.30. Ang Force improved is P4 with a 1:10.976. 0.336 off pole. Stephen Handley from United Kingdom is third up 0.13. Stephen Handley is up 0.32 in Roma. Stephen Handley improved is second with a 1:10.691. 0.051 off pole. Stephen Handley is up 0.01 in Curvone. Trademark Tippy Boss is 10th up 0.10. Best lap is a 1:11.622. 0.982 off pole. Trademark Tippy Boss is up 0.05 in Semaforo. Moose from Italy is P9 up 0.10. V. Armagu in Semaforo is 7th up 0.10. Trademark Tippy Boss in Curvone is P10 up 0.10. Trademark Tippy Boss is up 0.31 in Semaforo. Trademark Tippy Boss is up 0.38 in Roma. Trademark Tippy Boss improved is P8 with a 1:11.305. 0.665 off pole. Trademark Tippy Boss is up 0.02 in Semini. Tracer in Trinsa is 9th up 0.03. Best lap is a 1:11.441. 0.801 off pole. Grazie Ragazzi in Semaforo is 5th up 0.12. Tracer is 9th up 0.12. Tracer improved is P7 with a 1:11.226. 0.586 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Techi Biscuit 90 from Norway in Curvone is P3 on softs. Best lap is a 110.831. 0.191 off pole. Moose in Simini is 10th up 0.05. Moose is up 0.11 in Torrentino. Angforce is P4. Best lap is a 110.976. 0.336 off pole. The race session is at Autodromo Piero Tarifai in Rome, Italy. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the west. Rob Keane is P1. Stephen Handley from United Kingdom is second on mediums. Techi Biscuit 90 from Norway is third on mediums. Ang Force from Sweden is P4 on mediums. Grazie Ragazzi from Norway is P5 on softs. Thomas from Scotland is P6 on mediums. Tracer is 7th on softs. V. Armagu from Sweden is 8th on mediums. Trademark Tippy Boss is 9th on mediums. Moose from Italy is P10 on mediums. Rob Keane from Wales is P1 on softs. "30 minutes remaining in the session. Race start." Stephen Handley in Curvone is third. Thomas is P6. V. Armagu in Semaforo is 7th. Moose is 10th. V. Armagu in Roma is P7. V. Armagu is now P6. Techi Biscuit exiting pits on mediums. Thomas in Curvone is 6th on mediums, 0.1 behind V. Armagu. V. Armagu is P5, 0.3 ahead of Trademark Tippy Boss. Trademark Tippy Boss in Semaforo is P6, 0.3 behind V. Armagu. Rob Keane in SE is 7th, 0.4 behind Trademark Tippy Boss. Trademark Tippy Boss is P6, 0.1 ahead of Rob Keane. Moose in Curvone is P7 on mediums, 0.1 behind V. Armagu. Moose passed V. Armagu for 6th. Rob Keane is P8. Best lap is a 1:12.548. 1.077 off the fastest lap. Thomas in Semaforo is 5th, 0.5 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Armagu in SE is P7, 0.4 ahead of Rob Keane. Moose is 7th battling Rob Keane. Moose is now 7th. Armagu is 7th, 0.1 behind Rob Keane. Moose is P8, 0.4 behind Armagu. Thomas in Roma is 5th, 0.7 behind trademark Tippy Boss. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Rob Keane in Semini is 6th, 0.5 behind Thomas. Thomas is 6th. Armagu in Roma is 7th. Rob Keane is P5, 0.7 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Armagu is P7, 0.6 behind Thomas. Grazie Ragazzi is 3rd, 0.5 behind Eng Force. Trademark Tippy Boss in Curvone is 7th, 0.2 behind Armagu. Techi Biscuit 90 is 9th. Best lap is a 1:10.978. 0.229 off the fastest lap. Grazie Ragazzi in Torrentino is 3rd, 0.3 behind Eng Force. Trademark Tippy Boss in SE is 7th, 0.4 behind V Armagu. Moose in Roma is P9, 0.1 behind Techi Biscuit 90. V Armagu is 7th, 0.1 behind Trademark Tippy Boss. Moose is P9, 0.5 behind Techi Biscuit. Techi Biscuit was 0.7 faster last lap. V Armagu in Torrentino is 7th, 0.4 behind Trademark Tippy Boss. Techi Biscuit is P8, 0.6 behind V Armagu. 20 minutes remaining in the session. V Armagu is 7th, 0.4 ahead of Techi Biscuit 90. Techi Biscuit 90 in Semaforo is P8, 0.4 behind V Armagu. Grazie Ragazzi in Roma is P3, 0.5 behind Eng Force. Rob Keane is 6th battling V Armagu. Moose from Italy is P8. Moose passed Rob Keane for P7. Grazie Ragazzi is 3rd, 0.5 behind Eng Force. Rob Keane exiting pits on mediums. Techi Biscuit 90 exiting pits on mediums. V Armagu in Semaforo is 6th, 0.5 behind Trademark Tippy Boss. Tracer exiting pits on mediums. Grazie Ragazzi is 3rd. Rob Keane in Torrentino is 8th on mediums, 4.6 ahead of Techi Biscuit 90. V Armagu in Curvone is 4th, 0.5 behind Trademark Tippy Boss. Grazie Ragazzi exiting pits on hards. Thomas exiting pits on mediums. Eng Force is 2nd, 1.4 behind Stephen Handley. V Armaegu in SE is P4 on mediums, 0.3 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Ang Force is P2, 1.4 behind Stephen Handley. V Armaegu is 4th, 0.2 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Rob Keane in Semaforo is P7, 2.8 behind Grazie Ragazzi. V Armaegu is P4, 0.4 behind trademark Tippy Boss. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Moose exiting pits on mediums. Grazie Ragazzi is 5th on hards, 2.3 ahead of Rob Keane. Stephen Handley from United Kingdom is P1, 1.6 ahead of Ang Force. Trademark Tippy Boss is 3rd, 0.7 ahead of V Armaegu. Trademark Tippy Boss is now 2nd. Stephen Handley is 4th. Stephen Handley exiting pits on mediums. Thomas is P9, 0.5 behind Moose. Moose in Curvone is P9 battling Thomas. Ang Force is P1 on mediums. Thomas in Trinsa is 8th on mediums, 0.5 ahead of Moose. Thomas was 5.6 faster last lap. Ang Force is P1. Ang Force exiting pits on mediums. Ang Force is now P2. Trademark Tippy Boss exiting pits on mediums. V Armaegu exiting pits on mediums. V Armaegu is P7. Rob Keane is 4th, 0.3 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Moose entering the pits is P10. B. Armagu on lap 15 is 7th, 0.7 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Rob Keane in Roma on lap 15 is P4, 0.2 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Grazie Ragazzi in Curvone is 4th, 0.1 behind Rob Keane. B. Armagu in Trinsa is 7th on mediums, 1.0 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Rob Keane is 3rd, 1.0 behind Eng Force. Ten minutes remaining in the session. B. Armagu in Cimini is 7th on mediums, 0.6 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Rob Keane in SE is 3rd, 0.5 behind Eng Force. B. Armagu is 7th, 0.5 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Rob Keane from Wales in Semaforo is P3, 0.9 behind Eng Force. B. Armagu in Semaforo is 7th on mediums, 0.5 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Rob Keane in Curvone is 3rd, 0.8 behind Eng Force. B. Armagu is 7th. Best lap is a 1:11.445. 0.877 off the fastest lap. Rob Keane is P3, 0.5 behind Eng Force. Rob Keane lost third to Grazie Ragazzi. V. Armegu in Roma is P7, 0.4 behind trademark Tippy Boss. Trademark Tippy Boss is 7th. V. Armegu from Sweden is 7th battling trademark Tippy Boss. Rob Keane in SE is P4, 0.5 behind Grazie Ragazzi. V. Armegu from Sweden in Roma is P7 battling trademark Tippy Boss. V. Armegu passed trademark Tippy Boss for 6th. Rob Keane is 4th on mediums, 0.5 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Five minutes remaining in the session. Trademark Tippy Boss in Trinsa is P7, 0.9 behind V. Armegu. Rob Keane from Wales is 4th, 0.4 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Trademark Tippy Boss in Carbone is 7th, 1.0 behind V. Armegu. V. Armegu was 0.6 faster last lap. Rob Keane in Trinsa is P4, 0.4 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Trademark Tippy Boss in SE is 7th. Rob Keane in Simini is 4th, 0.8 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Trademark Tippy Boss in Semaforo is P7. Best lap is a 1:11.471. 0.903 off the fastest lap. Trademark Tippy Boss is now P6. Rob Keane in Curvone is P4, 1.0 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Trademark Tippy Boss in Simini is P6, 0.5 behind B Armagu. Rob Keane from Wales in SE is 4th, 0.5 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Rob Keane passed Grazie Ragazzi for 3rd. Trademark Tippy Boss is P5, 0.5 behind B Armagu. Thomas on lap 25 is P8. Trademark Tippy Boss in Torrentino is P5, 0.5 behind B Armagu. Grazie Ragazzi is P6, 1.4 behind Trademark Tippy Boss. The leader has just finished the race. Stephen Handley finished P1. Ang Force finished 2nd. Rob Keane finished P3. B Armagu finished P4. Trademark Tippy Boss finished 5th. Grazie Ragazzi finished 6th. Techi Biscuit finished P7. Thomas finished 8th. Tracer finished 9th. The race session is at Autodromo Piero Tarifai in Rome, Italy. The wind speed is 5 km/h from the west. Tracer is P1. Thomas from Scotland is P2 on mediums. Techi Biscuit 90 from Norway is P3 on mediums. Grazie Ragazzi from Norway is 4th on softs. Trademark Tippy Boss is P5 on mediums. V. Armegu from Sweden is P6 on mediums. Rob Keane from Wales is P7 on softs. Ang Force from Sweden is 8th on mediums. Stephen Handley from United Kingdom is P9 on mediums. Tracer is P1 on mediums. Ang Force entering the pits is P15. Grazie Ragazzi entering the pits is 14th. 30 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. The race session is at Autodromo Piero Tarifai in Rome, Italy. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the west-southwest. Tracer is first. Thomas from Scotland is second on mediums. Techi Biscuit 90 from Norway is third on mediums. Grazie Ragazzi from Norway is P4 on softs. Trademark Tippy Boss is P5 on mediums. V. Armegu from Sweden is P6 on mediums. Rob Keane from Wales is 7th on softs. Ang Force from Sweden is 8th on mediums. Stephen Handley from United Kingdom is 9th on mediums. Tracer is P1 on mediums. "30 minutes remaining in the session. Race start." Thomas in Carbone is P2. Techi Biscuit 90 is P3. Trademark Tippy Boss in Semaforo is 3rd. Trademark Tippy Boss is now 7th. Grazie Ragazzi is P5. Stephen Handley in Roma is 6th. Grazie Ragazzi in Curvone is 6th, 0.1 behind Stephen Handley. Techi Biscuit 90 is P2, 0.2 behind Tracer. Rob Keane in Semaforo is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:18.755. 0.891 off the fastest lap. Stephen Handley in SE is 5th on mediums, 0.2 behind V. Armagu. Stephen Handley passed V. Armagu for 4th. V. Armagu is P5, 0.2 behind Stephen Handley. Stephen Handley is 5th battling V. Armagu. Stephen Handley passed V. Armagu for P4. V. Armagu is P5, 0.1 behind Stephen Handley. Grazie Ragazzi is P6, 0.2 behind V. Armagu. Ang Force on lap 3 is 7th, 0.1 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Ang Force passed Grazie Ragazzi for P6. Grazie Ragazzi is P7. Best lap is a 1:12.207. 1.160 off the fastest lap. Ang Force in Simini is P7, 0.1 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Stephen Handley in Trinsa is 4th, 0.1 behind Rob Keane. Ang Force in Torrentino is P7, 0.5 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Stephen Handley in Roma is 4th, 0.3 behind Rob Keane. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Grazie Ragazzi in Curvone is P6, 0.4 behind V. Armagu. Rob Keane is P3. Best lap is a 1:11.435. 0.438 off the fastest lap. Tracer in Semaforo is P3, 0.1 behind Rob Keane. Stephen Handley in SE is 4th, 0.4 behind Tracer. Grazie Ragazzi in Roma is 6th, 0.3 behind Vallelunga. Vallelunga in Carbone is 6th, battling Grazie Ragazzi. Tracer in Trinsa is P4. Best lap is a 1:11.975. 1.387 off the fastest lap. Grazie Ragazzi in Torrentino is P6, 0.1 behind Vallelunga. Force from Sweden is 7th, 0.5 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Vallelunga is P6, 0.1 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Force is 7th, 0.4 behind Vallelunga. Vallelunga in Torrentino is 6th, 0.3 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Grazie Ragazzi from Norway in Roma is P5, 0.2 ahead of Vallelunga. Vallelunga in Carbone is 6th, 0.2 behind Grazie Ragazzi. Vallelunga passed Grazie Ragazzi for 5th. Grazie Ragazzi is P6, 0.3 behind Vallelunga. Vallelunga in Torrentino is 5th, 0.5 behind Tracer. Grazie Ragazzi is P6, 0.5 behind Vallelunga. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Vallelunga in Cimini is 5th, 0.3 ahead of Grazie Ragazzi. Vallelunga was 0.7 faster last lap. Vallelunga lost 5th to Grazie Ragazzi. Grazie Ragazzi in Semaforo is 5th, 0.5 behind Tracer. Vallelunga in Esi is 6th. Grazie Ragazzi from Norway is 5th, 0.1 behind Tracer. Grazie Ragazzi passed Tracer for P4. Tracer is P5 on mediums, 0.1 behind Grazie Ragazzi. V Armagu is P6, 0.2 behind Tracer. Thomas exiting pits on hards. V Armagu passed Tracer for P5. Tracer in Torrentino is 6th, 0.3 behind V Armagu. Ang Force is 7th, 0.4 behind Tracer. Ang Force is now 6th. Tracer in Cimini is P5. Best lap is a 1:11.501. 0.913 off the fastest lap. Grazie Ragazzi exiting pits on hards. Ang Force in Trinsa is P6, 0.3 behind Tracer. Stephen Handley is P3. Best lap is a 1:11.097. 0.509 off the fastest lap. Stephen Handley lost 5th to Ang Force. Rob Keane on lap 11 is 2nd. Grazie Ragazzi is 8th on hards. Rob Keane is 5th on mediums. Rob Keane exiting pits on mediums. Ang Force exiting pits on mediums. Tracer in Semaforo is 3rd, 0.8 behind V Armagu. Techi Biscuit 90 is P1. Trademark Tippy Boss in SE is 4th on mediums. Techi Biscuit 90 is 3rd, 0.3 behind Trademark Tippy Boss. Techi Biscuit 90 was 0.7 faster last lap. Techi Biscuit exiting pits on mediums. Tracer exiting pits on mediums. Tracer is 5th. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Tracer lost P5 to Grazie Ragazzi. Tracer lost P6 to Ang Force. V Armagu in SE is P1. Tracer is 7th, 0.5 behind Ang Force. Trademark Tippy Boss is P6, 0.7 ahead of Tracer. Trademark Tippy Boss exiting pits on mediums. Trademark Tippy Boss lost 6th to Tracer. Tracer is P6, 1.0 behind Ang Force. Ang Force was 5.3 faster last lap. V Armagu is first. Tracer in Torrentino is P6, 1.2 behind Ang Force. V Armagu is P3, 2.8 behind Rob Keane. V Armagu exiting pits on mediums. V Armagu lost P3 to Grazie Ragazzi. Ang Force in Curvone is P5, 0.4 behind V Armagu. Tracer in Trinsa is P6 on mediums, 0.5 behind Ang Force. Ang Force in SE is 5th, 0.5 behind V Armagu. Tracer is 6th, 0.8 behind Ang Force. Ang Force is 5th. Best lap is a 1:11.402. 0.814 off the fastest lap. Tracer is P6, 0.7 behind Ang Force. Ang Force from Sweden is P5, 0.4 behind V Armagu. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Tracer in Trinsa is 6th, 0.7 behind Ang Force. Ang Force in Roma is P5, 0.6 behind V Armagu. Rob Keane is P2, 0.6 behind Techi Biscuit 90. Tracer is 6th, 0.7 behind Ang Force. Rob Keane in Curvone is P2, 0.4 behind Techi Biscuit. Tracer is P6, 0.6 behind Ang Force. Rob Keane in SE is 2nd, 0.3 behind Techi Biscuit 90. Ang Force is P5, 0.7 behind V Armagu. Rob Keane is P2. Best lap is a 1:10.588. Ang Force in Torrentino is P5, 0.7 behind B Armagu. Rob Keane is 2nd on mediums, 0.1 behind Techi Biscuit. Rob Keane passed Techi Biscuit for P1. Rob Keane lost first to Techi Biscuit. Ang Force in Simini is 5th, 0.8 behind V Armagu. Five minutes remaining in the session. Rob Keane in Torrentino is 2nd. Ang Force in Roma is 5th, 0.7 behind V Armagu. Techi Biscuit in Simini is P2, 0.4 behind Rob Keane. Ang Force in Simini is P5, 0.5 behind V Armagu. Rob Keane is P1, 0.9 ahead of Techi Biscuit. Rob Keane lost P2 to Grazie Ragazzi. Rob Keane lost 4th to Ang Force. Ang Force is 4th, 0.5 ahead of Rob Keane. Tracer in Curvone on lap 23 is 6th, 0.7 behind Rob Keane. Ang Force is 4th, 0.3 behind B Armagu. Rob Keane in SE on lap 23 is P5, 1.0 behind Ang Force. Ang Force is P4. Rob Keane is 5th, 1.2 behind Ang Force. Ang Force is 4th, 0.3 behind B Armagu. Rob Keane is 5th. Ang Force in Simini is 4th on mediums, 0.3 behind B Armagu. B Armagu in Trinsa is 4th battling Ang Force. Rob Keane in Torrentino is P5, 0.5 behind B Armagu. B Armagu in Roma is P4, 0.2 behind Ang Force. Rob Keane in Curvone is P5, 0.4 behind B Armagu. Thomas in Curvone is 8th on hards, 0.5 behind trademark Tippy Boss. B Armagu from Sweden is 4th, 0.1 ahead of Rob Keane. B Armagu lost P4 to Rob Keane. The leader has just finished the race. Techi Biscuit 90 finished P1. Grazie Ragazzi finished P2. Ang Force finished P3. Rob Keen finished 4th. B Armagu finished P5. Tracer finished P6. Trademark Tippy Boss finished P7. Thomas finished P8.